Cash One Pawn has the most extensive inventory of any pawn shop in western Montana. Whether you're in the market for firearms, power tools, bows, video game consoles, or sunglasses, Cash One Pawn has the best deals around. And now Cash One Pawn gives you the ability to shop online from anywhere. Make CashOnePawn.com part of your shopping habits. Also make sure to download the Cash One Pawn app. Cash One Pawn, Missoula's premier pawn shop, located on Roller Coaster Road on the way to the Y. If you're on your way to or from a Griz game, there's literally no better place to go than the Pressbox Sports Bar and Grill. It is the Griz fan headquarters in the heart of Griz country. They have a happy hour every single day between 4 and 6 p.m. with $3 drafts. They also have a full bar with great beer and wine selection, excellent food. Pressbox Burger, the Smash Burger, delicious. They also have the best chili in the state of Montana. It's definitely the best place to pregame before Griz games. Swing into the heart of Griz country at the Griz fan headquarters, the Pressbox Sports Bar and Grill, right next to the University of Montana campus.
Coach, first day out here at Dorm Blazer. Camp freshly underway the last couple days. How do you feel about being back out here with the guys kicking off fall camp?
Well, we've been going for about half a week, and the work's been good, and certainly it's good to be out here on the grass and get it going. So I think the guys look like they had a good summer, and the first few practices have been good.
Being able to spend a little time with them in the summer now because of the extra hours, how much do you think that helps you guys as coaches?
I think it helps a lot. The OTAs or the film work or all those things we're able to do in the summer in terms of access to the players, you hope that coaching them reaps benefits, and I think it has.
The stuff that you guys did the last couple of days, how much do you, I guess, how do you gauge how it translates to the field, and what do you want to see today the first time out on the field?
I think just how sharp the team periods are, and the team periods these first 3 days have been really sharp.
The defense is going to have such a new look this year, with a lot of new guys. Just what do you look for in these early stages?
For the entire team, really, and I'll get back to your question on the defense, but, we want energy out here, we want focus, and then we certainly want urgency from everybody involved, because it's, we're counting the clock down every day to the first game and first opportunity to keep score. So, in terms of the defense, I want those things, and then I get to making plays on the ball or winning on the line of scrimmage or tackling. We've got to do those things.
At this point in past, I'm sure you've had a lot of senior-laden teams or guys that have been with the program for 3-4 years. It's really not the landscape now. So there's, I would guess that there's maybe more range of outcomes or things that you don't, unknown for you as a coaching staff with a lot of new guys. Like, what's that like approaching camp in that sense?
Yeah, and I've said this to you guys before, probably for a few years now. You're not recruiting to a program anymore. You're assembling a team every January to August. So I think we've done a good job of that. The first few practices were good. Obviously, it's just my perception until we put the scoreboard on. But you just got to put your team together. That's what college football is today. We can, all of us in the Big Sky can count on losing our 3 to 5 best players every year to the transfer portal, and how we recoup that probably dictates to a degree how much success we have the next year.
When there are so many new faces in transfers, what do you think the offseason works like? How kind of assimilated, whether it be spring ball, summer workouts, what stood out for you guys there?
Yeah, and I think I said this after the spring game. You kind of, I don't know if it was you or one of you guys asked the same question, Kyle, but we bring in guys. There are some certain personality traits that we look for. One of those is understanding that there's one way of doing things here. That's the Montana way. And I really like how energetic and how locked in on doing things the way we do them. All of our new guys are. Also, we're Aspen Sound here in Montana. Being in this industry since I was in college, one of the things I think we take the most pride in is Aspen Sound's been such a presence in Missoula for over 40 years. The cool parts about our job is people
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Right down the road, pump it up, yeah.
It's sort of, the freshmen have always been like that. Just enthusiasm to get everything right. And I think if you get the right guys from a transfer standpoint, they're of that same opinion.
You talked about this at the kickoff a little bit, but obviously some Big Sky teams, like 2 days after kickoff, were already jumped into camp because they played week 0. What was it like just kind of hanging out a little bit longer, waiting to kind of get this thing started for you guys?
Well, we all like football, so it's you don't like having to wait to start, but it's a count back from the first game. So the teams that had have a game, week 0 started 2 weeks before us, and then I think we're the only team in the country not playing a game week 1. So that pushed us back. And on the flip side of that, we got an extra week of weightlifting and training in the summer, and we got for our assistant coaches, they got an extra few days off. So there's some positive to that too.
How would you assess the work the quarterbacks have gotten in since the end of spring, and just where does that competition
Well, all our guys work hard every day, so they've worked hard every day.
Where does that competition stand?
Well, all our positions on our team, we're going to have to decide who starts the first game at some point, and that every position on this team's open when we start training camp, and the quarterback's included in that.
You got 7 senior offensive linemen. That's got to be close to a high, if not a high for you, right? Do you remember having that many?
What's funny is I don't even know who's a real senior and who might have another year left in this day and age. So they might all be back next year. Who knows?
Regardless, 7 guys that are veteran guys, and 5 of them who've been in the program. So how much do you think that can help just early on here?
Well, it's hard for young guys to play up front. It's hard to go from a high school football field or 1 year weight training in a college program to playing. So more veteran players mean probably more physically mature guys, more guys that know and understand schematics, footwork, hand placement, effort level, all the different things that you need up front. But it's always going to go back to the thing you get tired of me saying: you better be good up front, or you probably aren't going to be very good on either side of the ball.
Liam Brown's going into, I think, start number 30 by the time the first game rolls around. So how much have you seen him grow over the years?
Well, he's like they do, right? Liam's a big man. Liam's a very strong and powerful man. Liam's got a lot of football under his belt, so I've got high hopes that he'll have a great year. He's an all A's type guy in the classroom, so he doesn't get fooled, and you're hoping that the benefit of some of those early starts, which are never really productive, pay off now, and he has a great consistency.
With Ayat, Johnson, and Flowers, just what would you highlight as each of their strengths?
They're all a lot alike. We're recruiting profile. They can make plays with their feet. They got strong arms, and they're smart.
And Ayat got his first extensive playing time last year, a lot of starting experience. Just where did you see him make strides last year?
Well, anytime you play at any position, you get better. You get better at football by playing it, and certainly the benefit of playing in games at the quarterback position or the corner or the defensive tackle. Anytime you play in games, you should improve and you learn a lot.
Defense. Go ahead.
What for Ayat? Just what are the next steps you want to see him take throughout the ball?
Just got to keep improving, working hard.
So will you marry me in your future? Or maybe you do it all over again. Hi, I'm Brian Toon with Jewelry Design Center, inviting you to come see the largest selection of Will You Marry Me in the state of Montana. The brightest diamonds of every shape and size, unique settings built to last, and skilled jewelers on site offering free sizing and maintenance for life, because that's how long we want to be your jeweler. Jewelry Design Center in Missoula, on Brooks, across from the Montana Club.
Defensively, what's something that you're excited to look out for, whether it's position group? Defensively, what's something you're kind of excited to keep your eye on?
Just continued development. We play defense a certain way around here. We play hard, we chase the ball, we tackle, we're physical. So those are the things. that's how we're going to play. So the people that are probably most prepared to do that are probably the first ones in the game.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's a balance, but does it change over camp with like trying to get a new guy up to speed at his position versus like trying to get the team as a cohesive unit up together? Like, what's the balance of that, you know?
Yeah, I think most of the cohesion stuff is off season. By the time we're here, you know, we're half a week into training camp here, and you know, we're trying to get ready for the first game. So the cohesion piece, that happens based on us being together and working together. I don't worry about that. In fact, that's generally the least of my concerns, because I think we innately get that just how we run the program. So in terms of getting better, it's all about the individual improving. That's why you practice. The principle of practicing and working on fundamentals is you try to get better as an individual. I think the working together piece, that'll come together. I don't know about that.
Coming into the fall here, do you want to run a two-quarterback system again this season?
You know what? I want to win games. So whatever we do, anytime, any decision we make is to help us win that game that week. That's how we coach. It's about winning on Saturday. So whatever that may be, I don't care what it is. You know, we can run the 3-punter system, Frank. It don't matter. We want to win games on Saturday.
Is there anything you learned from trying to balance the two quarterbacks last year that helped this year if it ends up?
No, every year is unique to itself. Every season's unique. That's what makes this fun and exciting.
Well, the fact that you have so many new guys out here, is that exciting to you as a coach, getting to sort of mold a team like this?
Yeah, I mean, that's refreshing and fun. I mean, Bo Schembechler said it 50 years ago. Attrition's good. Sometimes it's time for guys to move on. It's fun to have new guys. You miss a lot of your other guys, but you know, it's fun to be out here. But the fact of the matter is, there's no one new last week. All right, we've been working with these guys since May, so there's no one new here.